Yo, what is going on, Steeler Nation? We are back with episode, I want to say like 232 of the Steel Factory podcast, live from the North Oakland studios. And I'm joined by my co host, Junior, today.
What's going on, guys?
Not a not an episode I thought we'd be making. Um, it is episode 323, by the way. But yeah, we didn't record after the Cardinals game, I guess on Monday, knowing we had a quick turnaround, and we kind of wanted to let the dust settle. So we have quite a bit to recap. So let's just rewind the clocks back a week ago when we were 7-4 and probably one game behind the Ravens and sitting at the fifth spot in the wild card, or yeah, fifth spot in the AFC playoff race. Um, we had the Cardinals coming into town. We're coming off our best offensive performance in like 3 years. Coincidentally, the first game after Matt Canada was fired. Kenny Pickett threw for like 270 yards. The ball was moving downfield over the middle. Things look good. Things look promising. We were very optimistic. We had a few tune-up games here, and then we have a little bit tougher games coming up. And then we opened up the Cardinals game. Kenny hits GP nice down the sideline for about 35 yards. And who would have known that would be half the yards he'd get for the rest of the game, because he got injured at the end of the second quarter. I don't even know what to think of it. I thought he scored a touchdown there. I thought he had a good chance. I don't know. And then we find out he's playing on a bum ankle like the morning of, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of bullshit. I didn't know. Like, he was on the injury report, but he's wearing a fucking brace like the morning of. So it's like, okay, where were the reports of him wearing a brace at practice? Whatever. So he's out, and then Mitch comes in, and basically this is where shit fell apart. I mean, you could see it coming though. Like, it was 3-3. We had 3 minutes left in the second quarter. This team's 2-2. We should have been putting them away at this point, and that's my main like gripe with Kenny's performance that game. He wasn't bad by any means. I mean, he was like 7-10, 70 yards, typical Kenny stats. But it's like, this team's 2-10. We should be putting them in the fucking ground already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't convert this 4th and 1. And then Kyler turns it around and marches 99 yards on our fucking defense. Then we go into halftime. Rain delay, whatever. And then Mitch comes out, fumbles a fucking snap. Cardinals get the ball in the red zone. I'm like, I'm ready to leave the game at this point. What was your take on that? Did you see all that coming?
No, I didn't see that coming. I don't know what I thought. I think, I knew the Cardinals were a little better than the record.
Yeah, because they played most of the season without Kyler, yeah.
Yeah, just because they did have Kyler. But, I mean, it sucks, like knowing, look, everybody knew going into the season the Cardinals don't have any talent on this team right now.
They sold most of their talent.
Yeah, they sold. They're rebuilding. They got nobody. They're going for a number 1 pick, basically, right? And it's crazy to see us struggle like that. It's crazy to see us
Dude, it's
put up
like
that kind of a performance.
Were we struggling in that game? Because Kyler didn't really do shit. But we gave up 24. But Kyler, 13 for 23, 145 yards. James Conner ran the ball on us, though. Over 100, 2 touchdowns. Dude, that shit sucked.
Pass catching running backs like that, like Conner, and then obviously Ezekiel Elliott.
Conner had no catches that game. But yeah, Zeke tore his
no?
ass up. No. I'm looking at the stats right now, yeah. But Zeke tore our ass up last week or on Thursday.
Anyway, I guess running backs like that, we've always lost to running backs like that. We've always had a tough time like scheming against them, playing against them. Maybe it would have been better if we had any actual linebackers. All of our linebacker depth got completely destroyed in the last month or so, which sucks. It was one of our more
as soon as
we weren't worried about at all, right? Like we had 3-4 guys that we felt pretty good with, and then all of a sudden, I think 3 of them have season-ending injuries.
2 are gone. 2 are on IR. They're done for the year. And Landon Roberts got injured in the middle of this game, and he was honestly the only guy that showed up at the Patriots game. He was coming off the fucking injury. So then, Monday morning, we find out Kenny has surgery. He's probably out for a month. You're thinking, all right, what the heck? You would think the QB production wouldn't really drop off as much with Mitch. We're paying this guy $10 million a year. And I didn't want to go at Mitch that much because it's like we know who he is. I want to go at like the front office for paying this guy $10 million when we have a lot of other holes on this fucking team.
Oh yeah.
That where that money should have went. Offense just looked flat again to come out. I mean, Mitch threw his fair share of picks. He only threw one. One other one got called back, thankfully. I guess we're on to the Patriots game here. Yeah, Mitch comes in. We're like, all right, Tomlin. I mean, Tomlin said it himself one time. Like one of his Tomlinisms is like one time's a problem, second time is a trend or some shit, right? This happens every fucking time when we're in the fucking what's it called? When we're in the driver's seat for a playoff spot, whatever, and then a shit team comes up on our schedule. Even it doesn't even matter if it's at Heinz or on the road. We just don't win. We play down to the competition. So it's like, all right, Thursday night at home, gold end zones, color rush, Sticks is in the building, and we're down 21-3, and I'm just thinking to myself, dude, Tomlin, like I kind of, because like when we were 2-7 last year, I was like, dude, all right, or 3-7, 2-6, I was like, all right, Tomlin, come on, dude. Starting to get a little impatient with him. And then after Thursday night, I was like, fuck, dude. Can we win with this guy still anymore? Or do we just need a complete culture change? You see guys in the locker room. Guys in the locker room basically checked out. You know what I mean? Talking about Deontay, GP, attitude issues with like Najee, even I'd say. Like Minka calling them out. Saying basically guys think they can wear the black and gold and think they could just come in and make plays about putting in the work or some shit. Like I don't want to turn this episode into like, all right, what we should do, because it's like, dude, we have 4 games left. I don't even want I want to see us in the playoffs, but it's like, dude, what's the fucking point, man?
Just get blown up by the fucking.
At the end of the day, and people made it. I saw this good point is like everyone was talking shit about, oh my god, Steelers, Patriots. I'm not watching that shit, buddy. In the middle of April, middle of March, you are gonna be praying or wishing you could watch the Steelers, Patriots on a fucking Thursday night instead of like regular season basketball, fucking hockey, baseball, whatever the fuck. You're gonna be wishing you could be watching football right now. So that's basically my mindset at this point. It's like, all right, I'm gonna enjoy these last 4 games, playoffs or not. Because football is the best sport, and I don't know.
No, yeah, football really is the best sport. Like it's by and large the best product. But anyway, like, no, it's crazy to see this team like completely checked out. It's crazy to see this team, not the team. I think the defense.
The defense buckled down on the second half.
Buckled down.
Yeah.
Right. They had they pitched a shutout the second half. I'm pretty sure. Or very close to. And
they had a pick that got us. Should have scored after that pick. Special teams came through, blocked the punt. Yeah. We only scored once off of those opportunities.
We were in so many positions to win. We were in so many spots to win.
Yeah.
We had every opportunity in the world, and the offense just doesn't do anything, right? The offense just like it's so dead.
I feel like there was opportunities for the offense too. They just didn't execute. Like there was guys open. There was
exactly. Like,
and then the play calling was such a fucking failure. Like we could get into this too. Like that 4th and 2, and we take a shot downfield.
What the fuck are you doing? I think we took 2 shots downfield back to back when we could have Warren or
on the other side of the 2-minute warning too. Yeah, it was 3rd down before the 2-minute warning. You could have ran the ball there, and I think you could have ran the ball again on 4th down.
For sure, 100%, dude, 100%.
And this is one thing too. We were probably only about 10 yards away from Boswell range at that point to send it into overtime.
Yeah, I think we're at like
we were close to midfield. Yeah.
And
Boswell nailed like a 56-yarder in that direction in the first quarter already. So it's like, dude, we just needed like 10 more yards.
It's frustrating. I don't know how much of that is like
Oh, and
Like
then
I
the
want to say,
timeouts
is that really
too,
play
dude.
calling? Is that like on Tomlin for not being
The
like,
the
oh,
the
we need just two
timeouts.
runs here?
Well, he's the one that called the shot to say let's just go downfield on fourth. He was like, we want to be aggressive here. Let's go for it. He gave the green light on that. And then the fact that we only had like one timeout going into that drive because we want to use one just to call a QB sneak, just to punt the ball again 4 plays later, or the QB sneak on fourth down at the end of the third quarter, early fourth, just to punt the ball 4 plays later, and then like we had trouble getting the fucking offense on the field again at the beginning of the third that we had to burn the timeout on. I mean, if Tomlin, if his best thing is getting your team motivated, why the fuck are we coming out flat against fucking shit teams?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of the biggest problems are just so obviously like we seem so completely lost on the offensive side of the ball. Like the defense seems to come out motivated. Like in the second half, they definitely came out like with something to
They
prove.
had
A bit of a chip on
adjustments. They had adjustments. You don't want to see the other team coming down scoring on their first drive though. We had the adjustments in the second half. Bailey Zappi really didn't do shit. I mean, but to him
I
dunk
think
on us, throw 3 touchdowns like that was fucking, dude.
it's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous that guy is some like complete. I don't know what round he was drafted
Fourth
in, but he's
fourth
kind of a
round.
nobody, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and then we have Mitch, the highest paid fucking backup quarterback in the league, and he's terrible. Like he looks terrible. He doesn't do anything. Bailey Zappi like is actually out there making plays, throwing nice balls, and then Mitch has awful footwork. He's throwing off his back foot when there's no pressure
Every
on him at all.
fucking time. I don't know why.
I don't know what his
And it
problem
just looks
is.
like a
I
rainbow
don't get it.
going
Like
over.
he's terrible. He's
Um,
not good. Like I don't know why he's still on. I don't see a way he's still on this team after this going into next year.
yeah, I mean, dude, I was just kind of like in shock about how much smoother things looked on the offensive side of the ball with Kenny, and they're terrible either way. But it's just like there's just
Yeah.
so much more sense of unease when Mitch is in there, and it's just like, dude, what are we doing here? Um, I mean, we knew the Patriots had a solid running D, and it showed. We couldn't run the fucking ball. I mean, Mitch was our leading rusher, and that's just because he fucking scrambled every fucking time.
Yeah.
Damn,
I
Jalen
mean,
Warren
here's
had
another
7
thing.
carries for 11 yards. Holy shit.
I think one more thing is like just to get like a better frame of reference. I think the Chargers much more talented team offensively. I mean, well, maybe just Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen, really. And they
What's
only
his name
scored
is
6 points on this.
isn't injured right now? What's his name?
Uh
The running back.
oh, Austin Eckler.
Eckler. Yeah, is he hurt right now?
I don't
Or
know
is
if
he
he's
just have
hurt,
did he
but
fall off?
he's kind of fell off. He's come out so flat this year. Like he hasn't had any real he hasn't been the same running back as the last few years where like you can count on him to just be a complete workhorse. His stats are just not what they used to be. Keenan Allen though is probably having like one of his best years of his career. But that I mean that's the thing though. I think they have a way obviously like a magnitudes more talented quarterback. They have one of the best wide receivers in the league, and they still really couldn't do anything against this Patriots defense. This Patriots defense is super legit, but at the same time, it's frustrating knowing that like we were in every single spot to win this game, and you know if if we got if we got stopped like on real tough beats, right? Like if we run it twice on third
And
and
they
one and
stop
fourth and
us, yeah.
one, and they stop us, and it's like fuck, like goddamn, like it's like if we made all the right choices and we just got beat, like that's one thing,
Oh, but
right?
if we got beat,
But
would we be saying right now saying, "Oh, we should have passed it"?
I don't know. Like I probably, but like that's the thing though. Like we're not gonna be satisfied. Like we're always gonna be, you know, in the
Yeah,
spot of like
if we don't win, we're not going to be satisfied. We would have said that. I mean, Mitch had like Deontay on like those shitty little like curl routes to the outside for like, yeah, I would have gotten him a first down, but then he just
Dude,
completely threw
Deontay
it
kept
10 feet
running
above
fucking go.
GP.
Dude,
What happened?
Deontay kept running go routes all game, and it's like that's not him at all. You know, like this guy should be running like quick little curls, quick little slants, like to the inside, not like just go routes to nowhere where
Yeah.
Mitch's deep ball is trash. Like, cause Mitch can be pretty decisive, and he can like get the ball out really quick, um, and he can get it out there pretty accurately. Like at least on the short stuff, which should have been like him and Deontay's like bread and butter.
Nah, I don't
But
know. I don't know what happened, dude. Like, where are the passes over the middle of the fry move? The guy had 3 catches for 18 yards. This guy caught for or had over 100 receiving yards 2 weeks ago, and we didn't get him the fucking ball these last 2 games, dude.
I don't know. I think Sullivan is definitely not
I'm
the
glad. Yeah,
answer.
we could put that like
We could put
nightmare to
all this to
rest.
bed.
That
Yeah.
nightmare that we would just promote them next year, cause this is fucking flat, and I don't even
I don't
know.
even
I don't want to talk about what we're gonna do next year. I mean, it's obvious Kenny's just gonna come back just because how this organization works. And I'm not out on him. You're probably out on him. Chewy's been out on him since day one. um, um, I think I'm out on him for this year because like no one, no. I mean, maybe Mahomes would be successful in this scheme, whatever the fuck you want to call this offense. But no quarterback is gonna be
no. This
productive.
offense is terrible. It's
Like
terribly designed. Like we have nothing. It's so incredibly bad. I don't know if Canada would have called a better game yesterday.
I don't know.
But definitely he was a more conservative guy, and there were definitely some very questionable like ambitious plays out there. But then again, maybe we don't even get to 18 points with Canada, and we don't even get to a spot to win. So who knows, right? But it's just like so many bad decisions on the offensive side of the ball. So many like effort problems on the offensive side of the ball. Like that, it seems like that whole part of the team is checked out.
Can you blame them
Um,
though? Guys that just
no,
don't have the
I don't.
production, Deontay and GP specifically.
I don't know if I mean obviously you can blame them because like that's what the fucking money's for. Like these guys are getting paid millions of dollars to give a shit, so they should, right? And like that's what it's about, and if you're on the defense and your like whole thing is fucking effort and like being a student of the game and like Minka type player, right? And those are the kind of players that we really want on this team more than anything, and that everyone would want on their team.
Yeah, the
And
guy
you
played
see
off a
the
broken hand or
offense,
whatever.
yeah, and you see the offense kind of like be spoiled brats about it almost in a
Yeah.
sense. Not that they're not in a bad spot because the offense it does suck like knowing your game plan is dog shit and like none of what you're doing makes any sense. But you should like you should still fucking try.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna get on them like, oh, it's an inside zone run, and look at GP, he's just walking up, taking 3 steps, and then just walking back to the huddle on those type of plays. Um,
I mean I get that. Like those are the type of plays where I'm like whatever. I've seen so many wide receivers do that in the past.
yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I was gonna say as a man, but like, dude, like body language is everything, and I wouldn't like. I mean, just on my end, I mean, I don't know if I'm in that position. If I've had that body language that GP has on the side, on the field, on the sidelines and shit. But it's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah,
But
GP definitely
I
has
can't.
a
I mean, that was the thing going in, going into the draft, whatever. But like, dude, like, get this man the ball. This dude is a dog. Give him 5 jump balls a game that are past the fucking sticks, dude. Let's go.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
Like
maybe Kenny and him are the only ones that could do that back shoulder. That's so good. Like, I don't think it's ever fucking failed. Um, yeah,
I don't
dude.
think Mitch can do it.
Like, I mean, we got like 2 games left. Hopefully 2 more games of Mitch. Knowing Kenny's bitch ass, he'll probably be fucking rushing to get back for that Bengals game, but I don't even want to talk about it. Shittier news. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith are in concussion protocol right now.
Fuck.
And then here's the drama. I guess midway through the game, TJ came back into the game with a dark visor. So now people are suspecting that he took a shot to the head, and to, I guess, minimize the concussion side effects, he threw on like a more tinted visor to keep playing in the game. And then people are saying that he was taking like the smelling salts to kind of like, you know, adrenaline boost, whatever. You've seen those, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, people are either saying that NFL should be investigating because TJ came back into the game. Some people are saying he kind of looked checked out. People are saying he didn't do shit after he came back into the game with that fucking visor. And I did notice it. I was like, did TJ have that visor on the whole fucking game? But something to look into now. Going to Indy next week.
They were showing replays of when he took the shot to the head, and I'm sure you've seen the replays, right? But they were like kind of making a big deal about how like he was bleeding. It looked more like he got kicked in the face almost.
Shit.
So,
I saw Alex Highsmith's injury, the neck. Well, it was a neck turning into a concussion. That was a mean hold. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we are not getting calls. Oh, we could talk about the officiating. That fucking bullshit false start.
That was.
It seemed like it was one of those where you could call both ways, or it's like, okay, punters or long snappers usually do that. Like you're allowed to move your head up, and the Patriots player, you saw it on him. He knew he fucked up as soon as he rushed over. He knew he fucked up.
Yeah. Dude, both the Patriots players thought everyone thought it was on the Patriots.
Yeah, Presley Harvin was celebrating, dude.
Presley Harvin was gassed up. He just made the play of his career right there.
And then I saw him. After they called the false start on us, he was like shaking his head, like, all right, I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out of this ball. And then I mean, it was a decent punt after, but it's like, dude, that's not saving the fucking game for us. But fuck, dude. I mean, we're 7-6. We're on the outside looking in again now. I mean, we'll talk about where we go from here in the next episode. We play the Colts on Saturday, a week from today. But yeah, man, things are looking pretty shitty here in Pittsburgh right now.
Definitely rough. I mean, look, it's gonna be a long off season, especially because we're not gonna be in the playoffs.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. I think
do you want to break down, I guess, the scenario, or just like the other playoff teams going to when we do the Colts preview? I guess we'll do that, right? We always do that now.
Yeah, we can do that when we check out the Colts and stuff. But I mean, like, it's gonna be a long off season. There's no we can sit here and talk about what we're gonna do, what we should do for hours, who we're gonna draft, right?
Yeah.
But there's plenty of time for that. Like right now, it's a
draft season's a whole season in itself. So we got 4 games here to maybe make the playoffs and pray a miracle happens. Play more backup quarterbacks. I don't know. We can't even beat them, so who the fuck knows? But that'll do it for us today, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. These therapy sessions are really helpful. But yeah, on to the Colts. That's all we could do at this point. Still a month of football left. Thank you guys so much for watching.
About this last week.
Yeah. We're 7-6. Doesn't matter how we got here. Let's just hope we get to 11-6. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been the Steel Factory Podcast. That's not my normal intro. Make sure to leave a rating on the Spotify or the Apple Podcasts. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry we've been absent. You guys could figure out why. But yeah, peace out.